Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about something that every business, big or small, deals with every single day: purchase orders. And more importantly, how buyers and suppliers can collaborate better around them. Whether you are working in procurement, finance, warehousing, or supplier management, this session is going to be super relevant for you. So let's dive in. So, first, what exactly is purchase order collaboration? Think of it this way: imagine you are a retailer like Walmart. You need to order 10,000 units of a product from a supplier. In the old world, you would send an email, wait for a reply, make a phone call, maybe send another mail to confirm. Back and forth, back and forth. PO collaboration replaces all of that with a digital system where both sides, the buyer and the supplier, are connected in real time. There are four big ideas here. Digital interaction means everything happens on a system, not in your inbox. Real time communication means the supplier sees your order the moment you send it. Eliminating manual works means no more chasing people on the phone. And boost the efficiency means the whole journey from placing an order to receiving goods becomes smooth and fast. Now, you might ask, why does this matter so much? Let me give you some numbers that will make this real. 3 times faster order processing. Amazon processes millions of orders daily. The reason they can do that is because their entire supply chain is digitally connected. No manual steps. 99% improved accuracy. Think about a hospital ordering medical supplies. A wrong order or a delayed shipment could literally cost lives. Accuracy is not just about efficiency, it's about trust and safety. Better supplier relationships. Companies like Apple invest heavily in supplier collaboration. When suppliers feel informed and respected, they prioritize you over other customers. 360-degree real time visibility. Imagine being able to track your supplier shipment the way you track a Swiggy or Zomato order. That's exactly what this kind of visibility gives procurement teams. This slide is probably the easiest to relate to because most of us have lived the traditional side of this. Manual emails and calls. Picture a procurement officer at a manufacturing company sending 50 emails a day just to check order statuses. That is not just inefficient, it's exhausting. The digital side replaces all that with system based collaboration, where everything is logged, tracked, and automated. Delayed updates. In the traditional model, you often find out a shipment is delayed only when it doesn't show up. In the digital model, you get an alert the moment there is a change. Just like how airlines notify you when your flight is delayed. High error rate. When humans manually re-enter data from emails into ERP systems, mistakes happens. A misplaced zero or a wrong date, these can cause massive financial and operational problems. Automated validation catches these errors before they become problems. Now, let's look at the building blocks of PO collaboration. There are four key documents or steps involved. First is purchase order. This is the starting gun. A buyer like Toyota issues a PO to a steel supplier saying, "We need 500 tons of steel at this price delivered by this date." It's a legally binding document. Second is order confirmation. The supplier reviews the PO and sends back a confirmation. That is, yes, we accept these terms. It's like a restaurant confirming your catering order before the event. Third is advance ship notice. Before the goods leave the supplier's warehouse, they send a detailed notice what is being shipped, how much, when it leaves, and the tracking info. Think of it like your order has been dispatched. This message you get from Flipkart or Amazon. Fourth is goods receipt. When the buyer receives the goods, they verify them against the PO and ASN. If everything matches, the loop is closed and payment can be processed. It is like signing a delivery receipt, but smarter and digital. PO collaboration is not just a two-person conversation. It is a network of four key stakeholders. All are connected. The buyer or the procurement team. They initiate the process by creating and sending the PO. Think of them as the customer in this relationship. The supplier or vendor. They receive the PO, confirms it, and ships the goods. They are the service provider. The warehouse or receiving team. They physically receive the goods when they arrive and confirm the good receipt. In a company like IKEA, this team is critical to keeping inventory accurate. Fourth is the finance and the accounts team. They process the invoice and payment once the GR is confirmed. In a well-run company, no invoice gets paid without a matching PO and GR. This is called as a three-way matching. All four of these teams must be in sync. When they are not, you get delays, disputes, and payment problems. Let's put it all together in a simple flow. Just 4 steps. Step 1 is PO creation. The buyer creates the PO in their ERP system and sends it to the supplier. In SAP, for example, this can be done with just a few clicks. Step 2, supplier confirmation. The supplier logs into the portal or receives it via EDI, reviews the terms and confirms. In modern platforms like SAP Ariba, this happens within minutes. Third is shipment with ASN. The goods are dispatched and the supplier sends an advance ship notice. The buyer's warehouse team now knows exactly what is coming, when, and in what quantity, so they can plan their receiving dock and labor. Fourth is goods receipt. The goods arrive, the warehouse team verifies them, and GR is posted. This automatically triggers invoice verification and payment in the system. This entire process, which used to take days or even weeks via email, can now happen in hours or even minutes. The benefits here are real and measurable. This is not just theory. With the PO collaboration, we get the following benefits. First is reduced cycle time. A major retail chain told me that after implementing digital PO collaboration, their order to delivery cycle dropped from 14 days to under 5. That is a massive competitive advantage during peak seasons like Diwali or year end. Full transparency. End-to-end visibility means no more surprises. If a shipment is delayed, you know about it early enough to find an alternative supplier or adjust your production schedule. Third is better planning. With real-time data feeds, demand forecasting becomes sharper. Companies like Unilever use this data to synchronize production with actual orders rather than guessing. Fourth is cost optimization. Fewer errors means fewer invoices disputes. Fewer disputes means faster payments. Faster payments often mean early payment discounts from suppliers, which directly improves your bottom line. The chart on the right shows impact scores. Accuracy scores the highest at 60, which tells us that data quality is where collaboration adds the most value. Now, let's talk about how this is done, the tools and platforms that make PO collaboration possible. ERP systems like SAP, Oracle, and Microsoft Dynamics are the backbone. They store all the master data, vendor info, pricing, delivery terms, and generate POs automatically based on inventory triggers. Supplier portals are web based dashboards where vendors log in to see their POs, confirm orders, and upload invoices. Even small suppliers with no ERP can participate through a simple web browser. SAP Ariba and Coupa are best in class procurement platforms that go beyond just orders. They handle sourcing, contracts, invoicing, and even have AI that can flag unusual spending or predict delivery delays. EDI, Electronic Data Interchange. Electronic Data Interchange is the older but still very widely used method. It is basically a standardized language that allows two different computer systems to talk to each other automatically. Think of it as the original API for business documents. And that brings us to the end of today's session on PO collaboration. To quickly recap, we covered what PO collaboration is, why it matters, the key documents involved, who are the stakeholders, how the process flows, the benefits you get from PO collaboration, and the tools that make it all happen. The big takeaway, the companies that win in today's market are the ones with the fastest, most accurate, and most transparent supply chains. And that starts with how well your buyers and suppliers collaborate on something as fundamental as a purchase order. Coming up next, we will go even deeper into order confirmation, advance shipping notice, and goods receipt. So stay tuned for that. If you found this useful, please like, share, and subscribe to Modern Sourcing and Procurement. Drop your questions in the comments. I read every single one. Thank you so much and see you in the next one.